Hey guys, we're back with Chaos Child. Last time we beat the common route, and now we're going to Arimura's route. But first, so I went ahead and got to where Arimura's route starts. But also there is the bad ending, which I want to do firsthand. Also, by the way, getting there sucks. But I made this checkpoint save, which can get me to No and Kazuki's route. Meaning I'm like definitely doing Uki's last. So I'll have to go through it all again. Anyway, if we choose, I think these two? Use tricks to control others' minds. This should get us to the bad ending?
Huh?
Tricks? Wait, lecture on it. Here's what I'm trying to say. And this part doesn't matter. This is talk for yourself.
ないんじゃしょうがないだろう。
もう一度考え直した方が良くない?
Serika's like, you idiot! You're not on the right track! Takaru! I set this all up for you. I was so sure too.
タク、どうしちゃったの?
Going to the bathroom to wash my face.
おう。あんまり無理しなくていいぞ。
いってらっしゃい。
Bye. Oh! You could get the... Jeez, okay. So you could find out Ito's evil chapter 4 if you just make the wrong choices. Ooh. Felt a little better after washing my face with cold water in the bathroom. Maybe I was overthinking things earlier. Now that I had a chance to refresh myself, I should try looking at things from another angle. Suddenly, someone bumped into me from behind. Huh? They didn't hit me that hard. I only staggered for a moment. I hadn't been knocked to the ground or anything. But whoever they were, they clung to my back and didn't let go. At least apologize or something. Tried to turn around to tell them that. Felt my back start to burn. Like how a single drop of water creates ripples that spread across the pond. The heat spread across my back. Once it spread out far enough, it suddenly turned to pain. It's suddenly turned to pain. Is it this that short of a bad ending? Wah! It hurt! It hurt bad! Felt like fire. Never felt anything like this before. Pain, 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 pain. Pain, 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 yep, pain. Yep. This chair? What happened? What happened? What happened? Couldn't even stay standing. Crumpled to the ground, unable to bear the pain. I didn't have the strength left to turn around and see who was clinging to me. I reached out to touch my back. My uniform was wet. The entire back of my body, down to the top of my pants, was wet. Felt like I'd peed myself, pardon my French. Is there anything more embarrassing than peeing your pants when you're in high school? Why was it wet? You could poop your pants. I didn't know. Well, I think dead bodies do that, right? So he's about to. Couldn't remember wetting myself. Didn't feel like I had to go to the bathroom at all. So the dull gleam of a knife in front of me. The knife was red with blood. And then I knew. I'd stabbed from behind with this knife. Stabbed? What kind of joke was that? I was at school. Why would I get stabbed at school? Who's there? My body had crumpled. Wouldn't do what I told it to. It only moved my legs in spasms. As if an amateur puppeteer was trying to control me. Felt like I'd been thrown into a thick liquid. The strength was draining from my body. I was having trouble focus. See? Like, no. She got stabbed. She was fine. Takaru, one little stabbing, he dies. All the sounds around me faded away. Somehow I managed to move my neck. Using all of the strength I had, I turned around to look at the person who collided with me. Yeah! Then I felt a powerful impact on my nose. Next thing I knew, I was lying on the cold floor. It kicked me in the face. Felt like there's a lot of snot coming out of my nose. Maybe it wasn't snot. Maybe it was blood. Couldn't breathe through my nose anymore. Kept trying to snort the blood back in, but it kept pouring out. My vision started to turn red. Oh, that's getting picked up from out. Hold on, I'm cutting it. Okay, sorry, we're back. I think I talked about this before, but like a week or two ago, I put my air conditioning unit back in my window. So any like loud sounds coming from the street that my window faces are picked up by my mic, and there's like someone playing like a loud song with, well, it was like a loud drum in a song or something that's being picked up, I think. Anyway, the Ito had a filter on. So like, I mean, that's still a spoiler. It's obvious who it is. I didn't know whose voice it was. I couldn't tell. Who was it that stabbed me? Oh, Suji. What did I do to disappoint him? Someone tell me, please. I'd like to see what someone who got this would think of later reveals, because they'd probably, well, I mean, I was kind of on the Ito's evil train, right? But like, they would be like tunnel vision on Ito being the culprit, right? And miss out on some stuff. No matter how much I try to scream, no one would ever hear me now. Wait. Really?
こいつは力不足だったんですよ。
宮代拓を殺していいのは私と宮代拓だけだ。
Okay, I take back what I just said.
でも
思い上がるな、犬だ。
ごめんね、タク。飽きさせちゃって。私がもっとタクを楽しませてあげられなかったばっかりに。ごめんね。
Okay. Commoner of Bad End. Yeah, that is first off, I don't think it'd be so short. That'd be a little longer. But that is, imagine getting that on your first playthrough. Oh, it doesn't have a, really the only reason I did it was because I thought it'd show up here. Okay. Anyway, right, give me out of 2. So the guide said that Arimura started after the end of chapter 6, but this is the first piece of dialogue that is different, so I saved here. This is during the Rico fight. Takeru already used his sword, I believe. I just did all of the positive delusions to get here. To get Kazuki's and no-nos, you basically just have to change a little bit. There were a couple, like I skipped through them, but I paid a little attention to them. I know there's one where I believe after No-No gets stabbed, Takeru gets into a tickle fight with a naked No-No, I believe. I skipped through it, but I saw the line after it ended. It was all caps, I believe. I don't want to stop tickling you, No-No, or something like that. There's also one where he body swaps with Kazuki, and I think what else there was. I mean, you get the gist. Huh? She ran past the woman and headed towards the street. Okay, this is still all new. She slowly started to stand back up. So instead of standing there, they actually run? Or she ran. Dang it! Ran after Arimura before the woman could get up. Okay, they were smart this time. Just instead of just standing there waiting to be killed. Ran down many different alleyways and turned down several corners. I didn't even know where I was anymore. Just kept running, sure that if I turned back, that woman would be right behind me. I ran. And ran. And ran. And then... True world! Within the eyes that resist truth and lies. Sounds like an Omineko title. Okay, so we're separated from Arimura. Where's Arimura? Where did Arimura go? How could you run away and leave me behind? True World makes me think, the title that makes me think like, are they gonna delusion all of reality or something? Dang it! What the hell's wrong with that woman? Like, the first thing that comes to mind is Summer Pockets, because I read it recently. Well, I'm still reading it. I'm halfway through the final non-true route. And there's a route in there, Miki's. But like, if you've read it, you'll get what I'm comparing it to. Why did we, I have to go through this? Was it because I've been investigating the case? Then maybe.
あなた、殺されますよ。宮代拓先輩。
What was that line about? Did we ever get... Wait, am I on auto mode? I don't think I clicked there. Maybe I should have listened to Arimura's warning. Maybe I should have dropped the case right then and there. Back then, I never thought the killer would come after me. I wasn't trying to catch them. I just thought it was interesting. We're only pursuing the case because it was fun. Dang! Pardon my French. Is that just how reality worked? I hadn't done anything wrong. I'd just been doing this for fun. Was that enough to justify killing me? Killing me? She killed me. I will die. People die when they get killed. If I died, I'd cease to exist. If I died, I'd be killed. I'd disappear. I'd be gone. Wouldn't be able to see anything, hear anything, say anything, eat anything. Yeah, the talker we just saw knows what that's like. Everyone would make a fuss at first. Maybe someone would cry. They wouldn't really mean it. Oh, come on! No one would mean it. They wouldn't do it for long. For long, they'd all forget about me. Ryusu, Ito, Kazuki, even Serika. Well, I don't know about Serika. I'd be all alone in an empty, dark world. No one would remember me. No! No, 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 no. This is no. She has like she had a power of anything but that. Suddenly heard a noise in front of me. Footsteps. Did you get ahead of me somehow? That's obviously Arimura. Come on. Could I do it again if I had to? The way I dodged those flames. If that was what Arimura said was my power, but how? You know how to bring out that sword thing again, but I didn't know how to do it. It wasn't working! Been able to do it before because I wasn't thinking about it, but I tried to do it now. The panic won out. Not only could I not use my powers, I couldn't even see the sword anymore. The footsteps kept getting closer. It was no good. I had to run. Let's say dank. Okay. It was all I could do now. My mind knew I had to run, but my body wouldn't obey. My legs went numb and my heartbeat was deafening. Sweat pouring down my forehead got into my eyes. I didn't even know where I was running to anymore. The footsteps from behind gradually got closer. They were almost on top of me. Right around that corner. And look, she's right there. Stay away! Hoo-wah! Stay away! Stay away from me! Don't come any closer! Oh, it's woman! I know woman! Flailed my arms and legs out at my attacker, who screamed in a surprisingly cute voice. Black ribbon Arimura? I wonder if ribbon theory is gonna come true. Don't scare me like that. Wait, hold on. Was it Black Ribbon Arimura before? I think it was. That's because I thought you were that woman. Wait, what are you doing here? You ran up and left me. Why are you still here? Wait a second. Were you planning on using me as a decoy?
It's
she would 100% trip talk you if there's a bear. Why you? I don't know about that. I bet you really? Oh. Arimura suddenly put her hand over my mouth before I could say another word. I was about to complain, but when I saw the look on her face, I shut up and listened carefully. There's no doubt about it. This sound. This time it really was that woman. Oh. He used his sword though. I thought she was cool now. There's an explosion and a shockwave in the air struck me in the face. I could smell something burning within the black smoke that covered my vision. Beyond it, a woman with the empty eyes. Why does this keep happening to me? I knew that. I knew that, but what was I supposed to do? Or was it not his sword that stopped me then? What was it then? Hold on. We're going back. We're going back. To your channel. Manage videos. Let's see. The thumbnail should be her looking angry, I think. An amazing win 36. 33. Fire and flame. There we go. Where are we going? 37 minutes in? No, a little past that.
The footsteps got closer. All these flames.
Oh, there's her looking. Wait, did he not use the sword yet? to this. Oh no, okay, I see what it stopped. Hold on, hold on. We're waiting. The woman slowly stood back up. Okay, so Taku's sword didn't work. That's what changed. She was about to. She was in the middle of the "let's get out of here" line. But okay. I was just after trying to use my power again. I don't know, but I don't have a choice. Forced my shaking legs turned towards the woman. Her eyes were still empty as she stared at me. What changed? There was a bit of dialogue I might have missed right when I made the choice that got me on the route. Because that's when I got the achievement for it. It was in chapter 3. But I had skip all text on, so if there was, I missed it. I couldn't sense anything in them at all. I couldn't tell what she was thinking or why she was doing this. But I could tell that her eyes were looking at me. She was after me. Please! Just one more time. Just one more time. Focus. Focus! Give me power.
Senpai.
Although, what's her deal? Is she being mind controlled right now? She shouldn't actually kill Takuro if, you know, Serika's involved in this.
Senpai.
I can't do it! I can't! What do we do, Arimura? I thought that your powers were supposed to activate when things got really bad. Maybe things weren't that easy after all. Like, can't you use your power to do something? Stop! Pardon my French! Why is this comedic? It's two dorks about to be killed. See the woman raising her hand slowly out of the corner of my eye. This was very bad. The distance we got hit by those flames was going to be really, really hot. Hotter than hot. I could burn to death. Even if I didn't die, I'd be badly burned. There's no way I'd be okay. I needed to find some way to run. How? Spiral of orange light was forming in the woman's hand. Oh, does this mean I was going to die? Was I going to die here and now? Did dying always feel so unreal? The woman was right on top of us now. A massive whirlpool of flame had formed around her hands. As she slowly turned her hands towards us. Huh? And then there was a sudden strange sound as the flames flowed backwards and struck her in the face. She flared back and fell to her knees. I looked behind me and saw that Arimura was holding a can of hairspray! Yeah, let's go! Arimura might not have expected it to do much, but it worked better than she could have possibly imagined. Arimura was staring in shock at what had just happened. There wasn't time for that. The woman is slowly starting to look up at us. Arimura's counterattack had made her angry. If she came after us again, we'd be dead! So before that happened, we're getting out of here! Again, Arimura! Couldn't they have just done this to start with? I picked up the spray can at my feet and flung it at our attacker, then grabbed Arimura by the hand and ran towards the strange woman. You just gave her a hairspray weapon! No, she has mega fire! She must not have expected that, because fortunately, we didn't hear any footsteps right away. For now, we needed to lose her and get somewhere safe, where we could hide. The only place we could hide around here was there. But if she found that place, there wasn't any time to worry about that. I had to chance it. The Love Hotel. I know anime tropes. This way. Or is it gonna be his RV? Rush death. So true. Boss. For what? Hey, what happened to all the courage you had a moment ago? What are you talking about? We're almost there. Keep going. Keep going. It's good for your cardio. Dang it, did you really have to talk back at a time like this? We give up here, we'll probably die. Do you understand that? You're never gonna eat again. And that other stuff too. But Arimura was right. My heart was pounding so loud. I thought it might burst. In manga and anime, you always get incredible stamina in situations like this. Evidently though, that didn't actually happen in reality. It was impossible for a human being to surpass their limits. False adrenaline is real. Maybe I should have exercised more. Obviously, it's too late for that now. Though that didn't mean I would give up. Anyway, just hang in there and...
そうすれば
I didn't have the strength left to answer your question. We just had to keep going. Even a big city like Shibuya had lots of tiny, overlapping little alleyways off the main streets. This area was my home, which meant I had the advantage. It wouldn't be too long before... I was right! I could hear sirens. Even in an alleyway, someone was bound to hear all that noise. If the police were here, that woman would have bigger problems than trying to track us down. Okay, now's our chance.
先輩
This way!
ちょっと
Lowered my body to the ground and headed further into the darkness.
先輩ここって
At this point, been able to find my way there blindfolded. I'd be able to.
ねえ先輩ここは
Shh! Just shut up and come inside!
もう
Just hurry! Arimura H scene incoming, everyone. Close your eyes. We can't show this on YouTube. We listen carefully to the sounds around us as we cut our breaths. Breaths? Is that right? If we heard her footsteps, we would recognize them immediately. We could hear the sound of police sirens in the distance. Hoped that the police would catch her and take her away. We just stood there, frozen in prayer, as we waited for time to pass. 5 minutes. Then 10. Wasn't long at all, but it felt like an eternity. If she still hasn't come after us, we were probably okay now. Took a deep breath. All the tension drained from my body, and I slowly sat down on the ground.
もう大丈夫でしょうか
Arimura asked. Yeah, I think so.
そうですか
But still, that woman? Was she the one behind the murder? Oh god, we're on this again. If so, then what was her connection to the facility under the hospital? I'm so glad she didn't drop the ID card so we don't have to go through the "she's Senri" phase again. Was she acting on her own, maybe? There still wasn't enough information to tell.
先輩
What?
もうそろそろいいんじゃないかと
I already said we're safe now, didn't I?
いえそういうことではなくてですねその手を
Your hand?
はいずっと握ったままなので
Oh! I've been so desperate to get away from that woman that I hadn't realized it. Seemed like I've been holding Arimura's hand the whole... By the way, if there's ever a date scene in any of the 4 routes, I'm sorry, Chaos Child is immediately dropped. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. It just wasn't her hand. She and I were incredibly close. Whoa! I quickly jumped back.
こんな暗いところに連れ込んでもしかして先輩
She could read your mind. Be careful. I mean, she could tell if you're lying or not talking to you. Be careful. Be careful. No, it wasn't deliberate. I didn't mean anything weird by it.
わかってます先輩って見るからにそういうの得意じゃなさそうだし
What did you say?
なんていうのかなほら女の子慣れしてないっていうか
I mean, he's been around Serika his whole... I mean, she's... Well... Does she count as a girl? Wait. Don't underestimate me. I'm a normie, whether I look like it or not, yeah?
リア充ですか
What's the word?
リア充ですか
Real Jew? I don't know. Yeah, you know, a normie. Means I have a happy, normal life. Don't know what you might think of me, but I know exactly how to act around a lady.
っていうか何なんですかここ
Oh, has she not been here? Listen to me! Arimura had stood up and started to look around the dark room. I thought she visited. Like, there's a little time skip when Taku learned about his powers. I thought she... Maybe not. The cool cat press!
なんか蹴っちゃった
Hide it! Hide it! Hey, don't move around to destroy my home.
家
That's right. This is my home. Do you know what that means? It means I live here. Decided it was probably safe now. Turned on the lights.
へえ
Now that she could see, Arimura was looking around the room in surprise. She seemed a lot less on edge than usual, probably because she was pretty sure the woman wasn't going to come after us anymore. You're probably thirsty, right? Have a mountain view. Opened up the fridge and took out 2 plastic bottles. Then I handed one to her.
ありがとうございます。
She opened the bottle and took a big swig of it. What's it a bottle of? Ah, ooh, I finally feel alive now. You know? Wait, hold on. That's game certified water break. There, see?
なんですかこれ
Mountain View it is! You haven't heard of it? It's the most highly caffeinated soft drink available in Japan, which acts to stimulate the brain. Like 6-year-old Takaru fell for an advertisement, and that got him his Mountain View addiction. Arimura ignored me, even though I was still in the middle of my lecture, grimaced with her mouth still full of Mountain View. Evidently, she didn't like it.
ここってトレーラーハウスですか
No, a mobile home is specifically a vehicle intended to stay in place most of the time. Best thought of as a house with wheels. This house is more of a vehicle with living facilities added. More properly referred to as a camper, or RV. Could have just said that. What's more, there are several different types of camping cars, ranging from the ones who use special purpose to convert vans boxcars.
どうして先輩はこんな家に住んでるんですか
Would you please let me finish first?
宮代先輩ってクルス先輩と兄弟っていうか確か弟さんでしたよね施設の
That's just what Kusu calls me. We did live there together for several years. Would I prefer that she didn't ask any more questions about that? If she asked, I'd have to tell her about what happened.
そうなんすね
Huh? That all? You're not gonna ask me?
何をですか
About me and Kurusu, or why I'm living here alone.
聞きませんよだって先輩聞かれたくないでしょ
What the heck? Social tact? From Arimura? Why do you think that? Well, maybe. Maybe it was your power.
残念ながら違います私の能力はただその人の言葉が真実かどうかわかるだけで相手が何を考えてるのかまではわかりませんから
If someone with that power would be crazy overpowered. Then how did she know?
でもその代わりに人の気持ちっていうのに敏感になってだからその人が何を考えてるかっていうのはなんとなくわかるようになっちゃったんですよねもちろんそれもわかりやすい人とわかりにくい人とがいますけど
And in other words, it was easy to tell with me?
さあどうでしょう
Don't try to fool me. My thoughts are so complicated and intricate that it would be impossible to guess them.
へえ
What?
いえ自分では本気でそう思ってるんだなって
What does that mean?
それじゃあさっきの話聞いてもいいんですか
Well, maybe it was easy to tell what I was thinking.
じゃあその代わり別のこと聞いてもい
Look,
い
if
で
this
す
is
か
just like 5 hours of Arimura content, I am okay with that. Just Arimura on the screen always makes everything better. Unless like it spends a long time going into her deep, sad backstory. In which case, maybe not. Something else?
先輩ってリア充なんでしたよね
Yes, that's right. That's what I was talking about before. I'm a normie, so I know how to talk to a girl.
リア充ってこういう本読むものなんすか
Oh no, the Cool Cat Press. Arimura picked up one of the magazines scattered at her feet.
クールキャットプレス女の子との出会いからエッチまで
Busted. Ah! I quickly reached out to grab it, but she dodged me easily.
なになに南方健二先生僕は彼女ができませんどうすればいいですか女は部屋に呼んで押し倒せば言うこと
That's a
を
little messed up. But like a little, that's like, I mean, not a little, like I don't have a lot, but don't read it! I reached out my hand again to grab the magazine from her. But I'd run so far and was so exhausted that even that was enough to throw me off. Oh my god. I was thinking, like, boy, this is the slice of life I've been wanting this whole time. Not the Almerdorm stuff, just hanging out with our. Come on, don't do this show. And as a result, Dot. Oh. I did see some of the... Hold on. Dark Sky Inn. Select all positive and additional delusions from a new game, including the ones on the route itself. Okay, we're going all in positive. Why was she looking at me that way? But this is just like...
まさか先輩
I don't... No, wait. Did I really not? Mikata sensei had said it after. Oh no! No, Kakeru, that's rape! She actually wanted you to. No! I didn't actually believe it, but maybe it was true and I just didn't know it. Then maybe. Actually, there was a whole special on it, wasn't there? The July 1990. How do you know the 1999 issue? A bratty little girl a year or two younger than you was actually just waiting for you to make a forceful move. Forceful move. That meant. Right. I'm actually responsible for everything that happened.
全部って
I mean everything, including that woman back there.
じゃあ私たちが襲われたことも先輩がでもどうして
Auto orchestrate getting you into your room? To bring you here, of course. The identity disc? The time identity. Wait, no. P? That's a P? What does this say? 5 is on the like the VR thing. You have to rather rest and pin to the bed.
私をここに
Right, so I was joking about the Arimura H scene. She didn't resist. She just stared back into my eyes. You know what that means, right?
まさか宮代先輩がそんなことする人だったなんて
Despite what she said, her eyes were dewy and shining in the light. No! Stop it! That is proof.
でもそういう強引な人
Wait, committee of 300 right there. Has that always been there? And that's positive. Cool Cat Press is right! All hail Cool Cat Press! Arimura!
先輩来て
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut to black. Oh, it did it for me. Perfect. Yeah, that's not happening. Wait, didn't I think about doing this once before? And I never learned, do I? Did this happen in another delusion?
先輩早くどいて
Yeah,
くれ
okay,
ない
there we go, there
と
we
大
go.
声出しますよ
Wow, I'm sorry! I left off and started to grab the magazines off the floor.
その雑誌
These aren't what they look like. They're just given to me by a homeless man. I don't even buy them. I don't even like them. I screwed up. I've never even read them before. Never imagined that a younger girl would see these.
違うって何がですか
Oh, yeah. Roddy, what kind of excuse I came up with? Arimura would realize it was a lie. Gigalomaniacs. Or little obnoxious power. What are you laughing at?
ほんと先輩ってわかりやすいなと思って
Sorry for being easy to understand.
別に悪くはないですって私にとってはその方が付き合いやすいですしあ、付き合うって言っても別に変な意味じゃないですからね
You don't need to tell me that. I know. Even I wasn't dumb enough to understand that.
だったらいいんですけど
Arimura slowly strode up and looked out the window. You still hear the faint noises of police and fire truck sirens in the distance. Come to think of it, I'd already forgotten that I'd almost died out there. Why? You don't need to ask why. Because of Arimura. If I wasn't here alone, I'd probably still be shaking. I wasn't trying to say that after what happened, Arimura is now someone special to me, or anything like that. But in the past few hours, the thick wall between the two of us felt like it had gotten a little thinner.
さてとそれじゃあ私はそろそろ
Oh, there's not going to be a scene where she spends the night? You're leaving?
いつまでもここにいるわけにもいられないですしそれとも泊まっていけとでも言います
I'm not. Dang it! Making fun of me, are you? I mean, it'd
大
probably
丈夫
be
です
safer, but...
一応人気のありそうなところを通って帰りますからさすがにこの騒ぎの中ことを起こすとも思えないですし
She's probably right about that. But even so, we need a but even so counter, along with the Takeru vomiting counter. But it's too late to add now. Want me to walk you home?
どうしてですか
'Cause I'm worried, of course.
心配私が
I mean, you're a girl after all. It's a man's duty to walk you home. That's what Cool Cat Press said.
もしかしてそれもあの雑誌の受け売りですか
No.
先輩ってやっぱりわかりやすい。
Dang it, I give up. That's part of it. I really do think it's dangerous out there.
ふーん、
What?
それは本当なんだ。
Huh?
いえ、なんでもお気持ちだけいただいておきます。
Arimura cheerfully walked towards the exit and stopped and turned around before she got to the door.
今日はありがとうございました。先輩のおかげで助かりました。ということにしておきます。ではでは、アディオスグラッシャー。
How did I forget that she said adios gracias? Like, that came up a couple episodes ago. I guess I just hadn't heard it in a while. But she does say it in Spanish. I'm gonna look like a fool on YouTube. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, do you even know Arimura? She bowed her head slightly, then left. She didn't have to mention that we'll say part. Strangely enough, though, it didn't bother me. At any rate, Iglomaniacs, huh? I'd use some kind of special power to control that woman's flames. Arimura had said that was my power. So he has the power of hairspray. That was the only time I'd have been able to use it. Try this again. Took a deep breath to compose myself. My power. First it was so hazy I had to focus to be able to see it at all. But gradually, it began to form a definite shape in the corner of my eye. It's twisted yet beautiful, disgusting yet pure. Its very presence was so overwhelming that it was impossible to believe it even belonged to this world. I reached out my hand, fearfully, but I couldn't even touch it. What had I done before? She attacked me with her flames. Is this my... Ah, no! Just a message. That scared me. It's from Arimura. I thought this guy was going to start with Taku getting his power, like... Oh, I made it home safe. Sorry. I was surprised that she was thoughtful enough to let me know. Either way, I was glad nothing had happened. After that, I tried a lot of different ways to strengthen my power, and at some point, I fell asleep. I wouldn't know until morning what had happened to the woman after that. Oh, was she caught? 2005? What the heck? Okay, we'll be back next time with 2005. Where am I saving at? Right here. Okay. Page 1 and 6 are banned now. I'm gonna use 2 through... What? Okay, hold on. I gotta see the next. What's going on in 2005? Whose perspective is this? Hold on. Okay, it's an Arimura flashback. Okay. I'll see you guys next time for that. Bye.